what's going on, everybody? Jimmy Tiptoe here. We're back with another Naruto Shippuden reaction. We are right in the middle of Kabuto versus Itachi and Sasuke. In the last episode, we did get a glimpse of Kabuto's origin story. I was against it because I didn't want to feel bad for Kabuto, but he had a bit of a rough one growing up in the situation that happened. Obviously doesn't justify all the crappy things he's done since then, but yeah, it's a common trend of a lot of these villains and some of the things that happened and what made him this way. You kind of start to get it. Maybe not to the extent of Kabuto's gone to, but he wasn't done right also by the Leaf Village at the same time. Here we go.
It's still not enough yet. This still isn't who I am. So what I want right now is not your lecture, but instead your abilities and intel. You're of the famed Uchiha bloodline. You possess Sharingan that have awakened the Mangekyo. You also bore many secrets and stopped a war. And you had many jutsu and a lot of power. You possessed many things that made you who you are. There is no finer foil to my reanimation jutsu of my power.
You exaggerate. The reality is I failed.
No. Earlier, even though I may have mocked the Uchiha, I have to admit that I'm actually still quite envious of it.
The Uchiha name merely indicates a bloodline and clan membership.
I'm surprised Kabuto hasn't tried to give himself the Sharingan. Especially since Orochimaru's wanted it.
From the very beginning, I was nobody. I had nothing.
I bet he's from that city, where that recent battle was just fought.
Where are your parents? Don't worry, just relax. I can help. I'm able to do a little medical ninjutsu.
We saw this in the last episode. Come on.
Wait, how about Kabuto as an helmet? So simple.
Well, that was fast. It's just what he's wearing.
It's best not to overthink things sometimes.
Until I was given a name. You think that claiming a name is meaningless? It's not. It does hold meaning for me.
Are you sure it would be bad to kill him? As it is, we're stuck playing catch-up.
He controls the battlefield right now. Be patient.
Is the Izanami still not ready? He's about to attack!
Yeah, what does it take to get that ready?
Don't worry, Sasuke, I'm on it.
Lord Orochimaru said this to me once. Sakon, Demon Twin Jutsu. Jiroku, Earth-style Terra Shield.
The sound 4?
If you want to know who and what you are, all you need to do is gather every last thing and piece of information that exists in this world. Spiral web.
These strands can't be cut with a blade.
Amaterasu! Himimaro. Macabre Bone Pulse. Bracket Dance.
Ooh.
He's laid down the spider silk all the way to the back. Can you still use the Susanoo?
Yes.
Inferno style, blade control!
This just keeps coming, man. You gonna summon things now?
They ran to the back, huh? Tayuya! Demon Flute Chains of Fantasia!
Are you okay, Sasuke?
Oh, that.
Genjutsu, huh? Even your precious Susanoo can't block out sound. Now that I've immobilized you, all that's left is To absorb you using Lord Orochimaru!
He's gotta stop. Somebody stop him. Excuse me.
Well, Sasuke, how about it? Do you remember this? You recognize this current form of mine?
That's...
Orochimaru.
Thanks
The white
to
snake.
you, I was finally able to take Lord Orochimaru into my own body after you killed him. That's right! I've achieved it at last! This is my true form! Remember, I said that all the laws and principles of nature, which Lord Orochimaru researched and compiled for so long, the only thing that was missing was Lord Orochimaru himself. Possess him inside of me, too. I really can't thank you enough, Sasuke.
Kabuto, you are not Orochimaru.
This is gross.
It's fine to imitate someone you respect, but don't remake yourself into him to that extent.
You do realize the majority of people start out by mimicking another person they admire, don't you? Just like the way Sasuke emulated you.
Yeah. It's not wrong about that. The freaking shuriken jutsu. I mean, it looks dope.
Wow, Itachi, you nailed every target, even the one in the blind spot behind the rock. All right, now it's my turn.
No, Sasuke. It's time to go.
What happened to the new shuriken jutsu you promised to teach me, huh?
I have an important mission in the morning, and I need to prepare for it.
You're such a big fat liar.
Sorry, Sasuke. Maybe some other
Ow.
time.
Okay, just watch this.
Hey,
No way.
be careful!
Is he gonna do the whole clip and now him carrying him? Okay.
Keep excelling like this, and you'll be just like your brother in no time.
I wanted you to say, that's my boy.
That's my boy.
It's just a process to help one mature. Don't use it as a cloak to deceive yourself like you've done. If you've attached your self-value to something external to you, even something admirable and praiseworthy, I'll say this one last time. Don't mislead yourself with lies. Those who cannot acknowledge themselves will invariably fail.
Fail? The way I am now? How could I fail?
Sasuke,
Gross.
look into my eyes.
That's right, of course. Genjutsu, Sharingan!
Tsukuyomi!
Wow. Wow.
I shall now engage the Izanami, which means that you have already failed.
You got him.
Is it over?
Oh. Dang.
You, a genius that always had everything, would never understand it all. The only thing I want is to be who and what I am. I won't let anyone interfere.
Thought he got him. Only gonna get put back together. Oh, the ceiling.
Sasuke!
Oh.
Fire style, fireball jutsu! Water style, giant vortex jutsu!
They're not in a good spot now. Is he back? There he got. Uh oh. Did you get him? Oh, clone.
You're
Other
just
horn.
repeating the same old moves. Makes it easier for me to counter. With this body, I have the power to recover from any wound you try to inflict, so attacking me is pointless. Since I shut off my vision, Genjutsu will work on me. You two have no chance of winning.
All thanks to the Uchiha's other forbidden jutsu.
Izanami.
Now then, shall we put that boast of yours to the test, Itachi?
The Izanami.
You get him?
Sasuke, do not leave my side.
Oh, this was all earlier?
Deja vu.
Yeah.
So let's put an end to this fight already.
Okay, this is part of it.
Your fate may be in my hands now, but only you can truly decide how that fate shapes your destiny. Remember all that I've told you. You have to think hard.
But I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. That's enough of your word games. I will have everything that I want. I'm the strongest of all! That is a simple fact!
He who forgives himself and acknowledges his true self.
Losers like you should be
Boom.
quiet!
Oh. And then redoes it again.
What is he doing?
The horn.
How? My horn had already been cut off. How? I cut off my
Gotcha.
sight. But this is clearly...
Water on the shoulder.
What did you do to me?
Itachi charge,
I
right?
have you in my visual jutsu.
Impossible!
It's the Izanami.
Because no one can stop me now. I am all powerful!
Horns back. Well, all the
As I
pieces.
told you, I hold your fate in my hands right now.
Itachi Uchiha!
It's Groundhog Day from.
Release!
Won't work. Froze. Slice.
Just stay calm. This is an Uchiha Genjutsu. And since Itachi cast it, it won't be easy to release.
It's useless.
You're done.
Remember all that I've told you.
I'll just copy the same trick that you two used before! Kyuya! Demon Flute! Chains of Fantasia! This will switch Itachi's control over this Genjutsu to Kyuya.
Nope. Here comes. Bop. Oh, nope. Oh.
Ah! Then I'll do this. Stage Art! Inorganic animation!
Froze. Slice.
This whole area is under my control. Better retreat for now. Damn it! Don't mess with me!
He cannot escape this loop. He'll remain stuck inside this samsara.
So this is the other
Forever.
Uchiha Forbidden Jutsu, the companion to Izanagi.
A jutsu that decides fate. This is the Izanami.
But is it over? I don't. Yeah, it's over. Why would you do that part? That I don't know. Let's go to the next one.
I'll keep him trapped, so that it's easier for me to cast my usual genjutsu on him.
Right now, Kabuto's caught in the loop you've created, and that's the Izanami? When did you cast it?
Yeah.
The very first time Kabuto stabbed me with that blade.
Way back then, huh? But how? You said that it was a visual jutsu that worked even without vision. How can a visual jutsu work without eyesight?
That's true.
Izanami is a visual jutsu that works with the physical senses of you and your opponent. As you are battling your opponent, you use your visual prowess to take a record, like a picture of the sensations you and your opponent are feeling in that instant. We'll call that Exhibit A. As time progresses, you find that Exhibit B is a more important moment. Then you record Exhibit C. Then you recreate those exact feelings. So you're using your powers to create a perfect copy of Exhibit A. By overlaying and connecting A to A prime, the Izanami also links a path including B prime and C prime to create fluctuations within a fixed time. All in exchange for one's sight, of course.
And that was him losing it.
So Kabuto's consciousness is trapped inside the loop that you created. He'll be fighting a phantom you and a phantom me for all eternity then.
There's an escape route built into the jutsu he could feasibly disengage.
How?
You see, the Izanami was developed to admonish and salvage an Izanagi user.
What does that mean?
You know a little bit about the Izanagi already. It is a perfect Uchiha visual jutsu designed to change destiny.
Yeah?
If something doesn't go the way you want, you can just erase that outcome and start over. Ultimately, you can pick and choose the most desirable end result. What I'm about to tell you is the story of the Uchiha's Izanagi and how the Izanami came to be. I want to be sure you know this.
Izanami, and the story of its creation.
Do we want to know this? Or do we just want to get to the action? You know what my answer is, but we're gonna watch it.
A long time ago, there was a great battle the Uchiha clan could not afford to lose.
Move in!
Jeez. And then Izanagi.
Damn it! They set a trap for us!
Wow.
Now you die. As long as we Uchiha possess the Izanagi, it is impossible for us to lose!
However, a jutsu that allows the caster to choose their own ending carries with it a bigger risk. Most who use that overly powerful visual jutsu couldn't handle it and abuse the power that they held. If there was only one Izanagi user, there was no problem. There was a scramble within the Uchiha clan to see who could get the best result.
You know, you're not the only one who can use the Izanagi! I don't like you bossing us around! But I am the one who achieved it! In the shinobi world, only results matter! It seems my path is clear. I'll just have to rewrite that result. With my own Izanagi!
Nope.
You fool, you're all talk. Not just over the Uchiha, but the entire shinobi world, all thanks to my Izanagi. I'll take your wish, and I'll make it mine. Thanks to the power of my own Izanagi!
But you can only use it twice, right? If you have two set of eyes.
The Izanagi's ability to influence outcomes caused much intra-clan rivalry. The Izanami was ultimately created to control its power. Normal vision-based genjutsu is powerless against visual prowess.
If you intend to oppose me too, then I'm afraid that I have no choice.
There has to be a way to settle this without more fighting.
My hands are already deeply stained with blood. What would be the point?
You don't know yourself anymore. You don't know what your true strength really is.
Be quiet!
Drop sword, flowers. Butterfly.
There's still time to turn back. If you have the will to change, then take my hand.
You can't fool me.
Bong.
If you continue to refuse to listen to me, then I'm prepared as well.
Forces them to use it.
First-rate work sneaking up behind me like. However, while I have the Izanagi, you won't be able to beat me. It's over for you.
Sword down.
I should have gone blind after activating the Izanagi.
The Izanagi that you depend on so much will not protect you now.
Bam. And then forced to use it.
Not yet!
Reality is a product of chance that we call fate. We cannot predict it. But Izanagi can twist around an inconvenient reality and lead it to a new fate. The user can change the original reality into a new one. A fallen opponent can just revive, so to an enemy it's an intolerable jutsu. Izanagi to change an outcome for their own benefit. The Izanami causes them to circle endlessly in a loop.
It was the ultimate visual jutsu. Izanami forms a loop using physical sensations, even stopping Izanagi from warping reality.
Since the Izanami is a jutsu meant for stopping the Izanagi, there's an escape route that's built into the loop.
Yeah, let's talk about it right next to the guy under it.
Originally, the Izanami was designed to keep the Uchiha humble and honorable. It's to stop you from taking the easy way out from inconvenient outcomes.
But how? There is no destiny that Izanagi isn't able to alter!
Simply stop what you're doing. Take my hand and grab hold of the future that awaits you.
I can never be forgiven.
Can they stop fighting?
My hands.
Take hold of it.
I won't use Izanagi anymore. I'll accept reality and we'll move forward.
She loses an eye.
Once one accepts the original outcome and stops trying to run from it, this jutsu guides you toward accepting your fate, instead of relying on jutsu to change it. That is why the Izanami is a forbidden jutsu. If Kabuto stops trying to transform himself, then he'll be able to bring the loop to an end.
And he won't stop.
The arrogance and recklessness displayed by those who misused the Izanagi, as well as the clashes between them. I understand why Izanagi and Izanami became forbidden jutsu, and I also see how one must learn from the past, accept one's fate, and then find a way to move on afterward. Why? Why'd you even bother casting this jutsu on Kabuto? If he could still escape, then...
He reminds me of the old me. He thinks by getting everything, he can accomplish whatever he wants to, and he makes himself believe that he can't fail, even if that really amounts to lying to himself. I stopped listening to what anyone else said, and I stopped letting myself trust anybody. That he thinks all of these powers are his and his alone. I understand him too well.
So
both of us were used by the shinobi world. He can't forgive himself or accept himself for what he truly is. My chance has passed me by, but he can still forgive himself.
Why, big brother? Why would you feel you needed to help him do that? He is not like you.
You know, I was going to control you. I planned to use the visual jutsu Koto Amatsukami. I treated you as though you were a child. I thought you needed my protection. It may be that a perfect being does not exist at all in the whole world. Sometimes two people who appear to be complete opposites are actually two sides of the same coin and can only succeed when they work together. Look at me and find in yourself what I couldn't find in me. Do not ever say that I was perfect.
Now is he gonna figure it out?
No, it's impossible. I've already become a perfect being! But this isn't the real me!
How long will you imitate Orochimaru? If you want to exit this loop, you must re-examine your mistakes.
Shut up! Water style! Water dragon!
Water style! Water dragon missile!
No.
He saw that coming with his Sharingan. But how did I get any of this wrong? Where have I ever made a mistake in all this? Someone to acknowledge me. Someone to appreciate me. Tell me, where is the mistake in wanting that?
First off, I should have acknowledged and appreciated myself for the person I was. If I'd just done that, I never would have had to lie to anyone. To myself or to you. All these lies will keep you from seeing your true self.
Will this convince Sasuke?
If I wasn't trapped here, I'd have won this war. I would have been sleeping by now. Damn you, Itachi!
Doesn't look like he's gonna go.
It's 9 o'clock already.
Something wrong?
Nah, I just wish we could wrap up this war so I could finally get a good night's sleep. They never tell us rearguard shinobi what's going on. It's almost completely in the dark on everything.
So, what are you gonna do when this war's over?
Well, I'll start by going home. If the war ends and the 5 great nations continue to be friendly allies, then maybe my little brother, who's been on a mission forever, can finally come back home.
You have no home?
Yeah, well, you could come home with me. I mean, my home is just an orphanage, but if my little brother's there, he can take a look at your wounds for you.
Wow, Orochi. Thank you.
I really hope you'll come home this time.
Oh. Didn't even think about the family that was still there.
Jutsu. All the reanimated shinobi will be gone. And that should bring the war to an end.
Brother, you will go too.
But I will have protected my village. I'm Itachi Uchiha of the Leaf. I have no more regrets.
But why? Why help the very village that did this to you? You may be able to forgive the Leaf, but I can't! You have no more regrets about what you've made me become. What about that, huh?
I will let you deal with Sasuke. I tried to do everything myself too, and I failed. I will leave that task for a comrade to handle.
Not my job to fix
I'm
you.
not the one who can change you, Sasuke, but I can stop this. This reanimation jutsu is something that I can affect. In doing so, I'll fulfill my promise to Naruto at least. It's time to end this. Tell me the signs to stop the reanimation jutsu. Tsukuyomi.
He's still a problem.
I've kept
That won't
my
affect
promise.
this battle.
I leave the rest up to you, Naruto.
Madara, real Madara, reanimated Madara was going to be a problem. So this kind of helps out a bit. But Toby is still a problem. He still has the first 7-tailed beasts, all that power, and he ain't no joke by himself either. And we don't know how much Naruto could keep going. He honestly, let's be honest, he could probably go forever. Dang, no more Itachi. Probably after this next episode, since it hasn't fully ended. I think we're getting closer to finding out who Toby is. Who are you? That guy with Kasami. Who are you? Thank you all for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already. We'll see you for the next upload. Peace out.